bopper. The big bopper will never go out of style. Let's be real. Let's be real. Big bopper is timeless and here to stay. So you may be wondering, Helena, this seems like a different video. What are we doing here? This is not a sit-down video. This is not a nature film. This is not a France voiceover film. No. No, dear kindred spirit, it is not. Today, we are going through a tour of the beautiful city of Corte. Corte is a bit of a drive from where I live in the mountains, so I don't come here often. I make a stop here maybe once a month to pick up mail. So I'm gonna pick up the mail and I will open it in front of the camera, so I'll get to open it with you guys and share what you guys sent me. I'm gonna take you into the city today. I want to stop in a few shops, just look around, walk around, film. I woke up feeling, actually this whole week I've been very energized and excited to film, so I thought I'd just take you along in my day here in Corte and show you beautiful Corsica. Let's go! I just love windows like this. These old 1950s styles windows. They were so big back in the day. All the shops would look like this back in like the 50s and 60s. So cool. Would it be bad of me to pick some of these flowers from these trees? Why buy them when you could get them for free? I kind of want to take some of these wildflowers from the tree because these are the exact flowers that I found at the florist just down the street, and they were selling them for like 20 euros. I could buy these wild ones instead. How cool is that? There's so many bees on them. It feels like spring kind of came early to Corsica this year, because these yellow flowers, they've been blooming all over the island and I've noticed them everywhere. They're so pretty and so bright. Oh, I think these might be my new favorite flowers. Wow! That's so magical. Look at that beautiful light and those colors and that purple. Oh, that's beautiful. Luckily, spring has only just sprung here in Corsica, so I still have some more time to pick these flowers. But just as with the fall, the leaves change color so quickly and leave, and the same will be for the flowers. So I will need to go get some scissors and cut these flowers, maybe, and put them in little vases around my house. That would be really cool. The next stop on today's agenda is I'm going to the post office to pick up the mail that you guys sent to Simple Joys. This is really exciting. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, this is so picturesque. Wow. That's stunning. Oh, look at that light. Look at that gorgeous light. Beautiful. These are the simple joys that I live for. The light in the trees, the shadows that the light and the leaves play on the walls, the colors of the flowers, the bright sun. Oh, I love sun. sun is so life-giving to me. I don't know, maybe you feel this way too, but every time I go to a place where it's really cloudy and there's no sunlight, I get really depressed. I get really sad. And when I was living in Strasbourg, I remember I was sad for like 4 months of the year because it was so dark. It's mask time. Gosh, you guys are so sweet. Wow, mail. I can't wait to open this. This is so exciting. Okay. I found a bench in a little quiet park away from the city center, and I am going to open your mail. Oh, this is from Leslie. Look at that little mushroom. That is so delightful. And she's from Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania. Leslie, thank you so much. This is so beautiful. Yes. I enjoy the company of trees rather than most people. I totally agree with you there. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, the Appalachian Trail. Oh my gosh, you may be already on your way with a backpack. And new beginnings. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So next we have Clara, beautiful. She is from the UK. Oh my gosh, she's from the UK. That's so cool. Ah, hello. My name is Clara, university student. Oh, beautiful letter. Thank you so much for sending this, Clara. You asked a few questions, so I thought I would share them here on a video. Okay, so the first question is, are you planning on staying in France? And right now, yes. My husband got a 2-year contract at the University of Strasbourg when we moved here, and then he got a 3-year contract with Corsica. So right now he's in the process of applying for citizenship. Because he's a frontline worker during the pandemic, the 5-year naturalization process is actually being expedited to, I think it's 2 years? Yeah, 2 full years of paying taxes in France. So now he's currently creating his application for citizenship, and he's hoping to send it out in July. And if he gets citizenship, then we'll be able to stay here for as long as we want. I would really love to live in Toulouse though. Toulouse is like the dream place to live. If we stay in France, I would love to move to Toulouse. I would love to live in Paris for a month. I would love to live in the south, maybe near Aix-en-Provence. But France is definitely a short-term goal, and then eventually we would love to get, we would love to settle down and live in Europe, maybe Germany or Portugal or Italy. So there are different places we'd love to settle down and like get some roots in, but for right now we're just living in France short term. And we may go back to the US, who knows, but as of right now the plan is to get citizenship so we can stay in Europe in general. Did you learn the language prior to going to France? No, actually. Well, on our honeymoon my husband taught me the numbers, he taught me the alphabet, and then he taught me like 10 basic phrases to get by. And then when I moved to France, I enrolled in classes in Strasbourg through the university. So I took classes, and then just meeting people and making friends, they would help me along the way. And I'm still really basic at French. I would say I'm like at maybe B1 level, A2, B1. But even now, like, my French isn't very good. I'm a lot better than what I was, a year ago, and I'm a lot better than what I was 6 months ago. I didn't know French when I moved here, and it was very isolating for me. It still is isolating because if you don't speak advanced French, it's very hard to talk about deeper things with people. And the other question was, what made you start your channel? We were going through a really dark time, and I was really bored in quarantine. I had made the bread, I had made the jewelry, I'd read all my books. I was writing a novel, like I was doing everything, and I thought, why not start a YouTube channel? What have I got to lose? Because you really have nothing to lose when it comes to starting YouTube. There truly is nothing to lose but time. And if you love it and it's fun for you, then the time is worth it. It's worth, you know, putting the effort into making videos. But I was so bored, and I just wanted to practice my communication skills. I wanted to bring some light to the world and my perspective to other people. I thought, why not lift some people up during this hard time right now? And then also, I really wanted to connect with like-minded people. I really wanted a community of people who saw simple joys in their ordinary day-to-day life, because I have been writing about simple joys for years on my blog and on my Instagram. I have been writing about this topic for so long, and I thought, you know, I really want to meet people, like not even meet in person, but just like I want to connect with people, and from different countries and cultures and backgrounds and religious beliefs, and I just wanted to meet people from all walks of life. And YouTube for me felt like the easiest, most natural way to get there. Lots of reasons. I have to say though, I am not the best public speaker for me personally, and so starting YouTube was really great for me, just practicing my communication abilities, because I stumble on my words a lot. I often lose my train of thought. Yeah, I gotta work on that. So let's get this done, universe. Let's get this done. Let's get this done, soul. I'm ready to learn this lesson of enhancing my communication abilities. So I hope that answered your questions. Thank you so much, Clara, for writing me the letter. It was really, really beautiful, and I loved it. I'm gonna treasure these forever. Okay, next we have Katie. Katie from Kentucky. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh. A letter and wow, Poetry, Prayers, and Ponderings by Katie, Volume 1. Oh my gosh, and this is a picture of you. Wow. I'm so excited to read this, Katie. Thank you so much. Right, so we finished up reading the mail. The next part of this video is I'm gonna go back into the city, head to some of my favorite stores and boutiques, which I will show you guys some of the cute stores that are here in Corte, and then I'm gonna stop and get some opera cake. Opera cake is my favorite. It's very French. I'm gonna go to the local patisserie, which is very cute, and I'm excited to show you guys that place. But let's go. Let's continue on our walk through the city. I am going to get going on my walk, but I wanted to show you guys I'm listening to the Simple Joys music. As you can see, you can follow along on Spotify. I have all the music that I use for all my videos. I put it on this playlist so you guys can listen. Ooh, Gavin Luke. Oh, if you were still here, that's going in my my next video, going up on Saturday. I love this song, Gavin Luke. Oh, his work is so beautiful. All right, let's go. shopping a lot unless it's thrifted. I love thrift stores. There's not a lot of them here in Corsica. The only places I go kind of crazy are, I go kind of crazy in stationery stores, paper stores, bookshops. Anything like paper, pen related, I go kind of nuts, but other than that, and thrift shops, like vintage thrift stuff, like really cheap clothes. I'm not a big shopper. I don't need much. You know, there's not much that I need unless it's a new journal, because I'm always running out of paper and pen refills and books. But other than that, I'm not a big shopper. I love window shopping though, and I love looking at pretty things. Whenever I go into the city and I go to all these stores, I love to look at everything because I love bright colors and funky patterns and, you know, bold colors and cool looking things. I love looking at pretty things, but I don't buy things often ever. And that's why window shopping is one of my favorite activities to enjoy. And if you're very frugal or you love living with simplicity and not owning a lot of stuff, window shopping is great for that. I know for me, I love window shopping, and I could do a whole day of just looking in little cute windows and admiring all the beauty and the fun little treasures and trinkets. But yeah, I didn't buy anything except for a candle. I got my Yankee candle because I ran out, the wick ran out of my other candle, and I love reading in bed at night before I go to sleep, so I need my candle. Alright then, I just got in the car. I am feeling completely drained and depleted of energy. Every time I go into the city, every time I go into a big store, the grocery store, basically anywhere where there's a lot of stimulation, I feel so empty inside. So empty. So, I spent 2 hours in the city. I'm completely exhausted. I need serious alone time at home to recharge my battery. Fellow introverts, you get me on this. I'm a little disappointed because the patisserie I love going to, Grimaldi and Corte, they are closed for a whole month. And I came here at the beginning of January when they were open, and they were closed because it was Monday, and stores are never open on Monday in France. And then I came another day and they were closed because there's like a 3 to 4 hour lunch break in the middle of the day, and I came at a time when it was that lunch break, and so I couldn't go. And then I finally came today thinking, oh, they'll definitely be open because I'm going after lunch break and I'm going on a Thursday, so they'll definitely be open. But no, they're closed for the whole month. Ah, France! It's one of the things about living in France that I hate. I get it at the same time. You know, the French do not live to work. And it's something that I learned living in France because I used to be a huge workaholic and obsessed with work. And I used to tie that to my identity. And moving to France has really showed me that, you know, the French really don't care. Well, lunch hours are 3 hours long sometimes, and they often take months off from work. They usually a lot of businesses take the whole month off in the wintertime, and then they'll take another whole month off in August. So you'll find when you go to cities in France that the whole month of August, everything will be closed. Restaurants, cafes, shops, stores, everything. And then also a month in the wintertime, a lot of places are closed after New Year's for a whole month. So it's annoying when you live in the place and you want to like get a pastry, but when you are the person working, it's like, no, you need time off. You need to relax, enjoy life. Life is not about keeping your store open all the time to ensure that your customers are happy. That's not what life is about. And that's the French way, and I love it. And living in France has taught me to be flexible and adaptable, and that you are not your work, you are not your job. You don't have to place your identity in what you do for a living, because the French do not do that. And that is why I love living in France, because it's taught me a lot about life here. What should I make? Hot chocolate? I think I'm gonna make some hot chocolate. Because I'm feeling really in need of sugar. Addiction! Sugar addiction, I have one. Anyway, let's get on the road. Maybe I'll see a cow on the road. Let's see.
What are you doing? What are you doing outside?
time? All day? I'm back home. Check out these super cute matches. Aren't they adorable? Look at that little picture. It's like a cute little cozy cottage. Grandma's house. We got these at a Lidl in Strasbourg. They were like €1 or €2 for 4 of these. And there's so many matches. And what's awesome is that they're long matches. I love long matches. How cool are these super long matches? Oh, I love it. So I'm going to light my new candle and drink some hot cocoa that I just made. Chocolat chaud. Looks like the mountains. Kind of looks like all these pine trees and the beautiful mountains. It's Alex's mug he drinks coffee in, but I'm borrowing it. It's very good. Very dark chocolate. So yeah, so for the rest of the day, I just got home feeling a little bit better, re-energized a little bit. Sometimes, I don't know if you can relate, but sometimes just being in your car alone and listening to your favorite songs and driving on the open road, that's a great way to recharge. It's one of my favorite ways to recharge my batteries after feeling depleted of energy. It's a quick way to get some of that energy back. I thought this might be fun to just do something a little different, do something fun and spontaneous, and I was not planning on filming this today, but that's just where the winds took us. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I just want to thank you so much for watching my videos and sticking around this whole video. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support and kindness and love, and as you guys are just such a kind group of people, and I love reading all of your comments and getting to know about you and where you're from in the world and your stories, and yeah, receiving your letters today was so sweet, and I love hearing from you guys. So I will let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time here on The Simple Joys. Bye guys! I call it the Enchanted Fairy Brook because I really believe that fairies live here. You look like Nicolas Cage from National Treasure. Is that the second one or the first one where he steals the Declaration of Independence? The first one. There is your Declaration of Independence! You just have to have this brown leather jacket that I have on. This is my freaking heaven. When I go to heaven, this is what it's going to look like. There's just going to be waterfalls everywhere. And moss everywhere. Moss and books. And you know, my heaven won't be like in the Twilight Zone episode where the guy finds all the books and he breaks his glasses in the last moment and he's the last man on earth. And everyone else is gone because there was like a giant explosion or something. Oddly specific. Look at all this moss. Holy guacamole. Out this massive root. I think it's a root. It just goes and goes. Look at this. Is it a root or a branch? One of the great mysteries of life. These days I wish I were an archaeologist and I could dig this up and discover its meaning and why it's here.